All right, everyone, buckle up, because this deep dive is going to be a wild ride.
Yeah.
We're jumping headfirst into AI video generation,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, it's getting good.
It really is.
Like, scarily good.
Yeah. Hollywood's sweating a bit, and for good reason.
No kidding. Okay, so for anyone just tuning in, we're talking AI that can make videos, not just like those cheesy animation things from a few years back.
Right.
We're talking stuff that looks like it came straight out of studio backlot.
It's amazing how far things have come. Remember when AI could barely generate a blurry cat picture?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And now we have these things called diffusion models,
Diffusion models? Okay.
which are basically algorithms,
Okay.
but way cooler.
Uh-huh.
They start with an image that's pure static, like TV snow, and then, through this crazy process, it refines and refines until, boom, you have a photorealistic video.
So from static to stunning 4K. Mind blown.
It's pretty wild.
It really is. And it's not just about the tech itself, right? It's who's using it and how. We've got companies like this one, World Labs. They're all about something called spatial intelligence.
Ah, yes, spatial intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by this one. Basically, it's AI learning to see the world in 3D, just like we do.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the really cool part is how they're using it. Imagine your AR glasses, right?
Yeah.
But instead of just like overlaying information, they're actually guiding your hands as you work on something. Like, let's say you're rebuilding a carburetor.
Oh, wow.
Even if you've never even changed a tire, these glasses could walk you through it.
Hold on. You're saying I could become a mechanic overnight thanks to some fancy glasses and AI?
That's the idea.
I'm sold. Sign me up.
Haha, it's pretty incredible. And the applications go way beyond just fixing cars.
Oh, for sure.
Think about any field where spatial understanding is key: surgery, engineering, even something like playing the piano.
It's like AI is becoming the ultimate teacher.
In a way, yes.
And not just a teacher, but a collaborator. Which brings up a big question, especially for folks in Hollywood. What happens when anyone with a laptop can create a blockbuster movie?
Right, the democratization of filmmaking.
Exactly. And it's already happening. Runway AI, they're making waves in the industry.
And following?
They've partnered up with Lionsgate, the studio behind those huge action movies.
John Wick, The Hunger Games, big budget stuff.
Exactly. And they're basically feeding their AI Lionsgate's entire film library.
Wow, that's a lot of data.
It's like giving a film student unlimited access to the greatest hits of all time.
And the resources to learn from them in a whole new way.
Exactly. It's really a fascinating dynamic we're seeing. You've got these big studios like Lionsgate kind of hedging their bets.
For sure.
They're embracing this technology even though it could disrupt their entire industry.
Right, it's like they're trying to stay ahead of the curve.
And then you have these smaller companies like Runway AI who are making these tools more accessible, more affordable.
Which could be huge for independent filmmakers, artists, anyone with a good story to tell.
Right. And it's not just about film either. Think music, think video games, think about all the creative possibilities.
But potential is mind-blowing.
It really is. It's like we're on the verge of this whole new era of content creation, where the only limit is our imagination.
And the processing power of our computers.
Haha. Well, there's that too.
But in all seriousness, it's a really exciting time to be following this field.
Absolutely. And we're just getting started, folks.
It's almost like Hollywood shaking hands with Silicon Valley.
Right. This weird kind of collaboration.
Exactly. And the cool thing is, it's not just the big guys benefiting. This has huge implications for independent creators, too.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's like leveling the playing field, right?
Big time. And a big part of that is open source AI. Basically, companies, even huge EE ones like Alibaba.
No kidding.
Yeah, they're releasing their AI models to the public.
So anyone can just, download them, use them.
Pretty much. And these aren't just some, basic models either. We're talking sophisticated stuff.
Wow. So you're telling me I could go online right now and download, the AI equivalent of a film editing suite?
Basically. And the results are already out there.
Yeah.
I read this article. Some indie filmmaker used an open source AI to recreate, get this, a scene from Metropolis.
The silent film. No way.
Yep. And it looked incredible. Stuff that used to cost a fortune to create, special effects and all that.
Now it's just a download away. That's kind of revolutionary when you think about it.
It really is. It's like democratizing creativity. It's not about who has the most money for expensive software equipment anymore.
It's about the ideas, the stories you want to tell. I love that.
Me too. And it goes way beyond film. Think music, video games, any creative field you can imagine.
This is blowing my mind a little bit, I gotta say. So we've got AI creating all this incredible stuff, but can it actually think for itself? Like, is it sentient? That's the big question everyone's asking.
Right, right. Sentience, that's a tricky one. Still a lot of debate about what that even means for AI.
Well, what about that open AI thing, that model? What was it called?
The O1.
Yeah, O1, the one that's like solving crazy math problems.
Right. You see, with O1,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily about thinking like a human. It's more about...
Like advanced problem solving?
Exactly. It's recognizing patterns, making connections, learning from its mistakes, but at this incredible speed and scale.
It's like they say, it's not that AI is going to replace our jobs. It's that someone who knows how to use AI will.
There you go.
And then you've got all this stuff happening with social media, like Snapchat's getting in on the action too.
Oh, yeah. They're rolling out some really interesting AI-powered features.
Right. It's not just like filters and face swaps anymore.
Not at all.
Huh?
They're developing some pretty powerful video generation tools directly in the app.
So I could be like walking down the street, see something cool, and just make a whole movie about it right there on my phone.
Pretty much. And they're also weaving AI into the fabric of the app itself. Think like object recognition.
Like Google Lens.
Exactly. But within Snapchat, imagine you take a picture of, say, a cool pair of shoes you see.
And it tells you where to buy them.
Exactly. Or it pulls up similar styles or reviews or maybe even videos of people wearing those shoes.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's all about making the experience more interactive, more engaging.
From sharing to shopping, all with a little help from AI.
Exactly. And speaking of shopping, we can't forget about Amazon. They're going all in on AI.
Well, they kind of have to, right? I mean, they're already using it for like recommendations and stuff.
Right, but now they're taking it to a whole new level. They just unveiled this thing called Project Amelia.
Project Amelia, what's that?
It's an AI assistant, but specifically designed for online sellers.
Okay, so what can it do?
Well, imagine having an AI that tells you, like, the hottest products in your niche, right? Or analyzes your competitors.
So it's like a business partner.
In a way, yeah. It can even predict future trends in your market.
Whoa, hold on. So it's like having a crystal ball for e-commerce.
Yeah.
Tell me more. It's like predicting the future of shopping, right?
Exactly. And it gets even better. Amazon's also rolling out AI that can, like, generate product videos for you.
No way. So you don't even need to hire a whole crew.
Nope. It's all AI powered. And that's not all. It can write your ad copy too.
So basically, Amazon's creating this like one-stop shop for e-commerce success powered by AI.
It's pretty smart when you think about it. They're basically ensuring that anyone selling on Amazon has the tools to compete.
Which, of course, means more business for Amazon. It's
Yeah.
a win-win, I guess, unless you're, trying to compete with them. So what about the other big players like Apple, Meta? Are they just going to let Amazon run away with this whole AI thing?
Well, they're definitely not sitting on their hands. We haven't seen anything quite as comprehensive as Project Amelia,
Right.
but there are definitely whispers of some big moves happening behind the scenes.
With Apple, it's always hush-hush, right? But they just dropped that new iOS update.
18.1, yeah.
Yeah. And there are these little hints about something called Apple Intelligence.
I saw that. Nobody knows for sure what it is yet.
Right. But knowing Apple, it's probably going to be like seamlessly integrated into everything.
Oh, for sure. They're all about that user experience.
So instead of having like a separate AI assistant, it'll just be like baked into the iPhone itself.
Making everything you do just a little bit smarter, a little bit smoother.
I like it. Subtle but powerful. And then there's Meta. They're betting big on augmented reality, right? With those Ray-Ban glasses.
Ray-Ban stories, yeah. They haven't exactly been flying off the shelves.
I tried them. They're kind of cool, but not exactly a must-have yet.
Exactly. But it's still early days. And there are those rumors about them working on a much more advanced version.
Right. With like holographic displays and all sorts of crazy stuff.
The technology is definitely there. It's just a matter of, making it user-friendly, affordable, and finding that killer app.
The thing that makes everyone go, I need that.
Exactly. But if they can pull it off, imagine a world where you're constantly plugged into this augmented reality.
It's like Ready Player One, but in real life.
Right. Information, entertainment, social connections, all layered onto your view of the world. It's a pretty wild future to imagine.
It is exciting, but it also kind of makes you wonder about, the downsides.
Oh, absolutely. We have to be mindful of the potential risks, privacy, security, misinformation, all that stuff.
What about the ethical side of AI? Like, how do we make sure it's used responsibly?
It's a conversation we need to be having right now. And the good news is people are starting to take it seriously. California, for instance, they're working on some pretty comprehensive AI regulations.
It's better to be proactive than reactive, right? Well, I think we've given our listeners a lot to digest today. From AI directors to AI shopping assistants, the future is looking pretty, well, futuristic.
I've only scratched the surface.
Yeah.
And the pace of innovation is just mind-blowing. What a time to be alive, right?
Absolutely. And on that note, to our listeners, in a world where AI can create anything imaginable, what story will you tell? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. We'll catch you next time.